Speaking of school mags, I was going through an old mag from our school the other day, and I found the article that you mentioned a while ago.
St. Slicer's Comprehensive.
Yeah, that's right.
St. Stabs.
And because J.M. Cornish, I'm sorry, you call yourself in this, wrote an article about his trip to Venice. How old were you when you wrote this?
22.
No, you weren't. How old were you?
I was probably 13, 14.
Yeah. And it's called, there's a little illustration by you as well.
Yeah.
Have you seen that recently?
I'm multi-skilled.
Take a look
beautiful,
at that.
Isn't it?
It's
that
amazing.
Really, in fact, Venice doesn't do my drawing justice.
How long did that take you?
Oh, probably seconds.
Yeah.
Isn't that good?
Well, the article is called Venice, a Peopled Labyrinth of Walls.
Oh, Cornish.
And that's a quote, though, isn't it? You didn't make that up.
Yeah, and I didn't make that up. That's a literary quote, Adam Buxton.
But I thought, at the risk of, I hope I won't be embarrassing you by reading out some extracts from this extraordinary piece of writing by the young J.M. Cornish.
Thank you.
And I've set certain sections to appropriate music.
Well done, good.
Here we go.
Let's
This is extracts from Venice, a Peopled Labyrinth of Walls by J.M. Cornish. It would be untrue to say that my father was a man who was prone to mistakes. In fact, the opposite could have been said. He had planned our trip to Venice with great detail, and there would be no time to spare. But as we stood beside the check-in at Gatwick and realized that he had brought my brother's passport by mistake, I started to doubt the simplicity of our journey. Oh, it's a devastating
That's
opening,
good,
isn't
it? That's good.
That's absolutely amazing. But then it gets really... you start wheeling out your incredible poetic prose here. Later on in the article, we've got this. As we proceeded, I started to notice various things. There really were striped poles in the water. The houses really did open straight out onto the canals. It was as if we had sailed into the most elaborately beautiful African river village. I felt as if this was a community that floated on an ocean of nothing.
That's so true.
That's amazing.
Thanks, man. There's a nice choice of music as well. Marla, from the soundtrack of Death in Venice.
Yeah, exactly.
Directed by Luciano Visconti.
But then a bit later on in the article, there's quite a radical change of tone.
Well, that was what I was known for on the literary scene.
And this is a bit more like a travel brochure. For the traveller who's prepared to wake with the sun and walk non-stop until midnight, Venice can be experienced in 3 ways, although my father insisted we were merely scraping the surface. I trekked from one building to the next painting and watched Italian 24-hour pop videos for the rest of the time. I must admit there's nothing to do but visit churches and galleries, where some of the world's most beautiful works are to be found.
What's that music? Is that genuine Sky Travel music?
It might be. It's called the Red Fiesta.
Sky Travel is my favourite channel. That was good.
But then you wrap things up. Literally one line later, you are back into your extraordinary prose swing.
Is this the final line then? This is the closing line of the piece?
It's not, but it should be. Even I found Venice overwhelming. The wealth of artistic achievement that stands sinking is huge. I certainly think that you can't sit on this planet for a lifetime and not visit Venice. The 3 days I spent there restored my faith in man's ability to create beauty, even if it may have gone now. That's your faith, I imagine,
Really?
not man's beauty.
No, I think it's man's beauty.